Hello, it's the 13th of April 2020. No, 2021. And we are doing an RV trip from Chicago to Las Vegas. Brand new RV from El Monte, a relocation, with Billy and myself. We did the first night in Davenport, just across in Iowa. Drove a couple hours here. This is what the RV looks like. Huge window. It is extremely noisy and squeaky and terrible. We have a kitchen. We just finished washing all our dishes. It's winter, still below freezing, so it's de-winterized. We don't have water in the bathroom or anywhere, so we had to wash dishes with bottled water. But to go to the bathroom, there's an antifreeze. This is the bedroom in the back. We stayed in a hotel the first night just because it was very cheap. And that side slides out, but it's not out right now. So we're about to leave.
Hello.
There's Billy.
You ready to go?
Yeah. I'll just do an outside real quick.
Okay.
You seem to have locked us. Oh no, pull up. Pull up. It's a big one. Don't know how big. But yeah, the quality of construction is just awful. So noisy. And it's very windy today, so I think we'll only get about 2 miles per gallon. It is a weak engine. It's a big 8 liter V8, but no turbocharger. No anything to help make it run more efficiently or faster. The front windscreen is huge though. Gives a good view. Listen to that baby purr. Let's go from Davenport to wherever we stop next. Unplanned. 14th of April 2021. Day
3.
2.5, 3 of our RV journey from Chicago to Vegas. We stopped just east of Des Moines, and in an RV park. You can see, and it is freezing cold outside.
Iowa.
I think Billy said it is 39 right now. 36? At 6 o'clock in the morning when I woke up, it was warmer. So I sleep, there's an overhead bed right here. That white part folds down. I sleep there. Billy sleeps in the bedroom in the back.
Stay as far away from David as possible.
Yeah.
So he doesn't kill me.
Everything is good. It is now almost 8 o'clock on the 14th. We just finished our day drive. We stopped near Omaha at the Air and Space Museum, which was awesome. The SR-71 they have displayed at the front is amazing. Fantastic. I believe I've been there a long time ago, maybe as a teenager, driving through, took a picture outside, so I think I have an actual photo of me in front of the Air and Space Museum, but I'm not sure. So that took a couple hours, and then we drove on, and now we are stopped at just the side of the road, a rest stop, if you can see that. And the end of another day. Not quite the end, I think it's only 3 o'clock or so. We are in Golden, Colorado, an RV park in Golden. We went to, I believe it's called Golden Gate, tried to go to Golden Gate, which is up in the mountains that you can't see because of the big fluffy snowflakes. And it was a very hairpinny turn kind of road. And we still had 14 more miles to go, and cars were coming down covered in snow. So considering we're in a rear-wheel drive recreational vehicle, we decided to turn around and come here. $50 a night, they had a space. So not too shabby. We're only a couple blocks from downtown Golden. That way, there's a walking and bicycle path over here to take us there along a river. So it should be very nice. Good morning. It is the 17th. We've been in Golden 2 days, 2 nights. And we are just now leaving, probably going to Arches or close to Arches in Utah. Because everything, national parks in Colorado are closed or snowed in. We got about 4 inches of snow yesterday. A lot of it's dried up. On Thursday night, we did find a restaurant which had bad pizza, torches or something. I don't know. See, there's a cardboard board. They're unloading from their car. The university's doing cardboard boat races. Thursday after dinner, we went to a wine bar. Then
It's right here.
yeah, it's right here. Then we went to the. Oh, they're actual boats. They're getting in.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Neat.
Huh. There you go.
Part of their engineering days.
Yeah, that doesn't look cold at all. Man. Anyway, I had way too much to drink, so yesterday was a wasted day for me. I just laid in bed the whole time. And now we're off. Wow, those guys are pink. They're so cold coming out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Just inside Utah on Highway 70, Interstate 70. This is the view. I was going to film outside, but it is very windy, so you wouldn't have been able to hear anything. So it's pretty much just truck parking. We're angled heavily to the left, so sleeping will be fun. Didn't see any sign that says you can't sleep here or no overnight. So the day was fine. Drove past Vail. Didn't look interesting. Stopped for a sandwich, a BLT, and what'd you have? Breakfast burrito. A place Billy knew. It was tasty. It's 10 o'clock. We left early from the rest stop to Arches National Park, which is where we are now, at Devil's Canyon. Before we go out hiking and exploring, we're making breakfast. Billy's working on eggs and bacon, and those Pillsbury cinnamon rolls are in the oven, taking a long time. But this is the, not Devil's Canyon, Devil's Monument or something, Devil's something. It's 11:15. We're still at Devil's something. There's Billy. We're hiking for about 15 minutes, and we've come upon the biggest arch in the park. Right there. 200 and something feet. 260 feet long, something like that. It's awesome. And we're going to do a 4-mile or 7-mile round trip through here. We just finished bouldering this rock because in that ravine there is a flooded little nasty pond. So you have to scramble up the side and come around. So it's cool. Billy, how we doing? It's been an hour since the trailhead. The rock formations are fantastic. And we'll keep going for 2 or 4, 5 more miles. I'll see you at the next interesting point. This is only a few minutes after the last one, but it's a very cool ravine. The people in front of us tried to go up that steep cliff straight ahead, but this way is the correct way. So it's very cool. What's this one called? Double O Arch. Oh yeah, double O. Looks like a double O. So it is now 1 o'clock. We have 2 miles left to go until the trailhead again. There's Billy. I'm trying to stand out of the wind. It's very windy outside. Whew. It is now 4 o'clock. We finished our hike about 2 o'clock and got back to the RV and almost immediately took naps. Just tired. I don't feel well. Probably dehydrated. It's not busy now. Everyone comes. Well, it's still somewhat busy. Not as busy as it was. Everyone comes in the morning. And we're going to try to figure out what we're going to do tonight. If we go to Moab, rent a hotel room, or drive to, I believe I found an RV place called Griff's, halfway to Zion National Park. Good morning. It is Monday morning, and we are in Dukesville? No, Duke's RV in, let's see, what's the name of this town? Threw away the papers. Ah, man. Anyway, it's the middle of nowhere, Utah. A ways far from Arches, hour and a half drive from Arches, and almost to Capitol Reef National Park. Maybe a half hour or more from Capitol Reef. It's a nothing place. This is Capitol Gorge in Capitol Reef State Park. It is 1 o'clock and we just had to drive 10 miles on a 15-mile-an-hour narrow road in that behemoth. So that wasn't nice. It's a bit windy, but the weather otherwise is perfect. Billy taking a photo with his phone. And it is a beautiful area. These cliff faces are amazing. Never heard of Capitol Reef before, or Capitol Gorge. It is not bad. Went to the visitor center at the start of it, but they were closed for lunch, closed from 12 to 1, and we were there at 12:30. Almost 7 o'clock now, and we have arrived in Hatch, Utah, 8 miles from the turnoff to Bryce Canyon. We will be staying here 2 nights. Billy, say hello.
Hello.
We didn't really do anything today. We went to, except for driving through, can never remember the Capitol Reef. And this is the RV park, $60 a night. It has a lot of stuff to do. A black cat walking over there by the stream. We're backed up to a stream. Has horseshoes, basketball, bunch of stuff. I'll show you outside. Great view of, what's this one called, Billy? Bryce Canyon. But it is extremely windy outside, so you will not be able to hear me. And it might rain. There's a storm coming. But if you see over there, this Bryce Canyon, when it was sunset, just starting sunset, it was lit up. It was beautiful. And there's a little stream running behind us. Good morning. It is 9:40. We are in Bryce Canyon, or just outside Bryce Canyon. They had a sign that says they have a shuttle bus to take you in, and you can just park and ride for free. So there's the RV, and here is the bus. And so we're gonna go into Bryce Canyon by bus. It's gonna be awesome. It is now 10:30, and we are at Inspiration Point. And it is inspiring, well named. It's beautiful. We are going to hike on Rim Trail to Bryce Point. And then, do you remember the rest? Queens Trail?
Nope.
Something Loop, something. Anyway. Oh, you can see the trail down there. Cut through the trees. We're gonna walk there, down, around, and back to finish at Sunset Point? Sunrise Point? One of Sunrise or Sunset Point. This is a very cool park so far. The bus is a nice touch. It's not as busy as Arches. It's not even as busy as
Capitol Reef.
Capitol Reef. Yeah, Capitol Reef was pretty busy. So far, this place is empty and great. Now on to the hike. 1300 now, 1 o'clock p.m. and we're at Peekaboo Loop and Bryce Trail intersection. So there's some beautiful arches, bridges up there on the top. It's quite a hike, up, down, and then on this side, up high, that is Bryce Viewpoint, up at the very top there. And the trail up, I mean, that's quite a ways up, a couple hundred feet. And the trail to it starts here, but is closed, as we saw from the top. So, fantastic. I think we're about halfway on Peekaboo. Just for memoriam. Peekaboo Loop. It is now 5 minutes till 3 o'clock, and we just finished Queens Trail, 1.7 miles at the end of the other trail. I can't remember. And we're almost done. We have a little bit more of a walk to the bus stop, and then to dinner, and back to the RV park to figure out what to do for the rest of the day and tomorrow. Clouds came in, cooled down quite a bit. It is about 6:40, and I am outside watching the sunrise. It's quite cold. I can see my breath. This is what I look like early morning in an RV. At least there is no wind. It isn't quite pretty yet. The sun's not up. No pinks or oranges or yellows. Just gray. Noon o'clock. We just arrived at East Rim Trail at Zion. There are rules on the RV. The tunnel, there's a tunnel through Zion, and it has a clearance. Clearance of, what's the clearance? 13 feet 1 inch. And according to the paperwork in the RV, our clearance requirement is 14 feet 5 inches. But we just kind of measured it using my body, and it looked to be about 12 foot 6. And Billy used his awesome, what is that, satellite something, can do text messages. And he sent one to Dad to ask what the clearance is on our RV, a Coachman Pursuit. And he wrote back 12 feet, right? So we might risk going through the tunnel. We shall see. If we don't go through the tunnel, it's 110 miles around. If we do go through the tunnel, it's 10 miles to the hotel we have reserved tonight in Springdale. But for now, we're gonna go on a little hike in this terrible sandy trail. 8 minutes to 1 o'clock, and we are done on the East Rim Trail. It's very ugly and boring, so we'll go back. The whole trail was like this, ugly scrub, dry trees, very dry. It's a warm day also, and again, very windy. So we're gonna go down, try to call El Monte, the RV owners, ask them the clearance on the RV. If we can't make 13.1, we'll go down. There's a town, what's the town called? That town with the German bakery? There's a German bakery in the middle of nowhere. It's all by itself. We stopped for a pastry, which was okay. Billy wants to go for a sandwich. It's 10 miles, no, about 15 miles away from where we are. And then we will decide if we're going to go the 110 miles around or through the tunnel. Just outside Zion Park entrance, south entrance, we did the East Rim hike, as I told you, and it was terrible. We called El Monte. He said the RV had a 13-foot clearance. The clearance at the tunnel was 13'1", so should fit, but we decided against it, went 100 miles around. Wasn't a bad drive, except it was super windy again. So that put a damper on it, but made it. The hotel room is fantastic. It looks new, it's extremely nice. Have a desk. Billy used his hotel points for 2 rooms. I gave him some money for my room. We're only a couple of minutes from the park entrance, and there is a shuttle bus, so we'll just leave the RV and take the bus in the morning and do some hiking. Billy wanted to do a helicopter tour, but they only had 1 seat left, so we can't do that. It sounded cool. They take you around the park and then you land on top of one of these bluffs and have a short picnic, and then they fly back. But no dice. Well, they had 1 seat, so maybe he'll do it by himself. I'll do something else. 9:45 in the morning in Springdale. Billy and I are on our way up to the visitor center of Zion National Park. Billy forgot his mask. I have my mask. It is noon o'clock. We are on the top of Watchman Trail at the viewpoint. It's windy, as always. This one here in the center is called Watchman. Down here's the valley of the town I can never think of. Can't remember any names. The valley of the park. This is all Zion. The park rangers live. And up there is where the shuttle bus takes you. And Billy looked at the height of these and says they're a couple thousand feet above us. So they are tall buggers. And then we came up this canyon here.
Down where those people are.
Oh yeah, look down, you can see the cutout trail. So that's the way up and the way back down. Very nice hike, only 1.5 miles up, so easy. At the Circus RV Park, we spent the night. It was not good. The Circus is extremely depressing. We had to go inside to check in because the RV park closed at 5, and we got here at about 5:15. Just after noon on the 23rd, we returned the RV. It went smoothly. It was easy. Didn't take long at all. Piece of cake. Took an Uber to the Palazzo and looked for coffee and pastry for breakfast. The 2 places inside the Venetian Palazzo that we liked, or kind of liked, are closed. So we ended up going to the one we always say we hate and tastes terrible, the Illy Cafe down on the casino floor. And again, it was awful. Billy got a sandwich, 2 coffees, and 1 pastry, $30. But this is my room. The bathroom smells like smoke. I am right next to the elevator on the 35th floor. So hopefully it's not too noisy. It looks like every other room I have at the Palazzo. An upgrade was $150 a night or something. I don't need the space. I want to see what the other rooms look like, but nope, not worth it. Right across from Treasure Island, another sunny, hot day in Vegas. It is busy. The pool has a lot of people.